Alright, starting off first with a 2009 $1 bill. Now this Federal Reserve note here looks very normal here on the front of the bill. It does not have anything, any types of errors here on the front. However, here on the back, we see that it has a blank back. So that is an insufficient inking error taking place on this 2009 $1 bill. Of course, you can look for this on, any type of bill. Now, this dollar bill here sold for over $240. Now, keep in mind the grade or the condition is going to affect the values as well here as we look at each bill. Here is a 2004 $20 bill. You can see that it's been very circulated. I can't believe it stood out in circulation this long before being found. It's a shame that it wasn't found sooner, but this $20 bill did sell for over $50, and that is because it is missing the treasury seal there on the right side of the bill, that green seal that's supposed to be there in the middle of 20, right above 20. So that is awesome. Can't believe this has got passed up for that long. But had this been in much better condition, it could have sold for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now here is a $5 bill from 2003. Now this is the same case here. We're missing the treasury seal on the right side of the bill. It would be right there in the middle on top of the word 5. So there's another bill that's made it through circulation for quite a long time. And this bill sold for over $50 as well. So if you guys find them, definitely definitely want to get them graded. If they're in this condition, probably not worth getting graded, but if they are in very good condition, it's worth having something like that graded. Now this is a 1999 Federal Reserve note, $1 bill. Now what makes this valuable is the serial number. Well, not the numbers, but the prefix letter. So if we look here on the left side of the bill, it starts with C and ends with E. Here on the right side of the bill, it starts with C and ends with I. So the E and the I on the end are mismatched. So we got a mismatched block letter suffix. Always look for that on all of your bills because it can give your bill a lot of value. This $1 bill sold for over $1,300. Now those are supposed to be matching on both sides of the bill. So if you find one that is not matching, then you could be talking some money. Now here is a $20 bill. Now this bill sold for over $500. Looks like here on the back that it's just folded. However, this is actually a error. So it's a printed fold over error. So we see that fold taking place, and then we see the serial number and the seal printed over it. So that is absolutely an amazing type of error. Now something like this, obviously, you're not going to find from a bank, or you probably have a 0.0001% chance of finding, but I thought this would be awesome to include in the video. This $20 bill, like I said, $500. Now this next one is very cool. It's a 1996 $20 bill that has a double print error. So if we look here on the left side of the bill, you can see that seal, that black seal, and the A1 is, doubled. Now this $20 bill sold for over $375. Now here's another fold over error similar to the other one that we looked at. A printed fold error, and this $1 bill sold for over $300. Again, we see that serial number and that seal there printed on that fold. So very cool. Now here is an older $20 bill. I know, of course, probably not a lot of these, in circulation anymore, but I did want to show you guys this one. It's a 1985 Federal Reserve note, and it has a doubled serial number. Look at that there on the right side of the bill. That is amazing. This $20 bill sold for over $2,600. $2,600. Now this is like an attached tab taking place here. It's a cutting error. So it's a 1985 $1 bill. The error speaks for itself. I don't think you really need to explain something like that. This bill sold for over $125. Not bad for a $1 bill. Now here is another $1 bill from 1981. Now again, always be on the lookout for stuff like this. This is a very obvious type of error. It sold for around 80 bucks. You know, had it been in better condition, it could have sold for more. And it's basically the overprint has been misaligned. So we see the seals and the serial numbers, they are not aligned correctly. So always be on the lookout for that. Alright, next up, another $1 bill from 1981. Now, this one isn't, you know, misaligned, but the overprint has an additional overprint. So we see a serial number over another serial number, which is very, very interesting. Something like this, super rare, super valuable. This $1 bill sold for over $2,500. Wow. Now this next $1 bill from 1977. Now this $1 bill has a fold over error. Again, we see that here on the reverse. You see how it was once folded in the seal and that those numbers there were printed as the bill was folded. So very, very cool. This $1 bill sold for over $330. Now here's a $2 bill. Again, you could go to the bank, ask your bank tellers for some $2 bills, see if they have any. If they don't, go to another branch or just call your bank ahead of time so you don't have to drive around all these different banks. You can look for these types of errors. Here's an additional overprint error. Now this 1976 $2 bill sold for over $15,000. That's right, 15 grand. And keep in mind, a lot of the value will come from the grade as well. It's got a very, very high grade, meaning that it is in very good condition. And of course, that error will give it a lot of value also. Now, here's a $1 bill. We see here on the reverse, it looks pretty beat up. It's old. And now we see here on the front, this thing has definitely been circulated for quite some time. It's from 1969. Now, what makes this bill valuable is that it has a mismatched serial number. So, you know, had this been in much better condition, because it does have a very low grade, it's not in great condition. If it was in much better condition, it would have sold for a lot more money. But here's what you want to look for. Here on the right side of the bill, you see the serial number starts with 67. Here on the left side, it starts with 68. So the 8 and the 7 is mismatched. Both of these numbers are supposed to be matching. So if you find that they are not matching, then, like I said, you could be onto some money, just like the block letter, prefix letter. So always be on the lookout for those mismatched numbers and letters. This bill sold for over $130 in this not so great condition. So here's an older $10 bill, which is very, very awesome. I know a lot of you guys probably, you know, we're not seeing these in circulation a lot or anything like that. But I did want to show you to you because it has an overprint error on it. And we see that there with the black seal being printed twice. So very, very awesome. Love this bill. This $10 bill sold for over $1,100. Could you imagine selling 10 bucks for $1,000 bucks, $1,100? Awesome. Now here's another old $10 bill that sold for over $39,000. It is from 1950. It's got a dual denomination. So really awesome. You see here on the front, it's an old $10 bill, but on the back of the bill, it is a $1 bill design. Now again, you can look for those on, you know, all kinds of different denominations that are dual denomination errors. So wow, that is just incredible. $39,000. Don't forget to check out my other coin and currency videos on the channel. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I will see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.